Hello everyone, this is Salvador the Fox. Today I'll be showing you 5 ways to prank your friends on Minecraft. Let's begin. The first trick I'm going to be showing you is the Pinata. In order to do this, you need to find a donkey that's out in the plains, make sure it's an adult, and you can name Pinata if you want to, and then try to tame the donkey. It can take multiple tries. Once it's tamed, attach a chest to the donkey, crouch down, and then put every items of choice that you wanted. In my case, put eggs inside. Once you put everything inside, grab a lead, find a spot where you want to prank your friends. We will demonstrate this villager house for now. So once you find a good spot, climb 40 blocks high using scaffolding. After you climb 40 blocks high, stay away from the center of the scaffolding, place a fence, and then attach the lead. And now to get down safely, you climb the scaffolding all the way down. This can take some time if you don't have a feather falling for boots. Once you're able to get down, break the bottom scaffolding, and let the donkey hang on the fence. Now you can collect all the scaffolding that you needed. With the trap set, you could see a visible donkey out in the open. To do this, you could try to simply take down or try to get close to it. I recommend using a trident or a bow and arrow. If you want to take it down and then show off to your friends, you can. It can take a lot of throws to kill. If the trident does not work for you, you could use a bow and arrow and shoot it down. It should say that the pinata was shot by a player, and all the items will start falling out. This is one way to prank your friends by using the pinata trick. The next trick I'm going to be showing you is the chicken bomb. In order to do this, you need a stack of eggs and a friend's house. The first step is to find a friend's house. The next step is to find a place where you want to start your chicken bomb. In this case, the bookshelf. Once you have the place ready, place a block right there to prevent any chickens from escaping, and then you simply throw all the eggs in there. If throwing eggs takes longer, simply get a dispenser, redstone dust, a lever, and a comparator. Make sure the dispenser is placed downwards. Make sure they wire up correctly. Once everything is wired, try to fill as many eggs as you can. In this case, I'm gonna give myself some eggs. Make sure there's make sure there's room to fill the dispenser with a bunch of eggs, and then place the block back. And now just activate the lever. After emptying around 3 stacks, you can break these redstone and the dispenser. Now, in order to be careful of releasing the chickens, place a block on top of them that you used to break, and then you can safely break the cobblestone. This should create a chicken bomb trap. So, as a friend, I just come back to my house, hearing a bunch of chickens in my house, and I don't know where is it. And you searched all along until you find the right source. If you break it, it'll release a bunch of chickens, and everything will go loose. By the way, the more stacks of eggs you have, the more it will cause the chicken bomb to happen. This can annoy some players. In order to do that, in order to get rid of all of them, you could use an instant damage 2 potion, a splash potion, or a sword to kill them. Or you could use a crossbow with a piercing 4 instant arrows to get rid of all the chickens. After clearing out all the chickens, you left with some chickens and feathers. Now you can place the blocks back where it belongs, and everything will be clear of chickens. This is the only way to prank your friends by having chicken bombs in their house. This next trick I'm going to be showing you is filling your friend's house with coal ore. In order to get a lot of coal ores, you'll need a pickaxe that has silk touch, and you need a lot of coal. The first step is to find a friend's house that you want to fill your friend's house with coal. Enter inside. Once you're inside a friend's house, grab a bunch of coal ores and then just start placing everything until it fills everything up. Once all the coal ores filled, try to exit out as much as you can, and there you have it. You filled your friend's house with a bunch of coal ore. Now, as a friend, you check your house noticing that there's like a lot of coal ores. You try to mine everything, but there's a lot of coal ores everywhere. By the way, this can take some time to mine everything out if you don't have any enchantments. If you have enchantments, then you can safely get a lot of coal. After your friend has mined out all your coal, your friend will become very tired of mining everything out and had to go. This can waste some time, but it's a good idea to prank someone if you're bored. The next prank I'm going to be showing you is replacing all the trees into crafting table trees. In order to do that, you'll need an axe and any tree to chop down. The first step is to find a tree, chop it down. Make sure to leave some wood up there, otherwise you will lose all the leaves and then it will just be a stand right itself. The next step is to use the wood and then make a crafting table, crouch down and place all the crafting tables in a line where you chop down the wood. After chopping down the wood, repeat the same process for any other tree. After a while, your tree should be looking something like this. Don't worry if the leaves do start to break out, but leave the logs here for now so that other leaves will remain there. Let's say if you're a friend that wants to get more wood, and when you travel to the forest, you see that everything's replaced with crafting table, which makes it harder to get any wood. The friend will just simply find another forest just to break down other trees. By the way, it would be very difficult to replace all the trees into crafting tables since you can't manually fill everything out of a forest. By the way, this is an incorrect example of replacing all the logs into crafting tables since there is no logs nearby and the leaves will disappear. The last prank I'm going to be showing you is water bucket scaffolding, which is suggested by my friend. To do this, you'll need a bunch of scaffolding and a water bucket. The first step is to find a friend's house that you want the water bucket to be. After you have found a house, take the villager house, for example, get a bunch of scaffolding and climb all the way to the top of the world height. After you place your scaffolding at the world height, place one scaffolding here, one scaffolding here, one scaffolding here, and one scaffolding here. And now you can place a water bucket inside the water. Once everything is done, you can safely climb down. After climbing down from the scaffolding, let's demonstrate as a friend. Now, as a friend, I see that there's like a long scaffolding all the way above the world height. You want to take it down, but as you take it down, all the scaffolding starts to rain, and nothing happens. After a while, you can collect all the scaffolding, thinking that everything is safe. Once you notice there's something above, you see water coming down to your house, and you had to react quickly before the water goes down. I could use some random blocks, try to stop this, stop the water, and you realize that you've made a lot of mess with the water flowing down. And now your house is soaked with water. In order to take down the large water source, grab a bucket and a scaffolding. Or you could just use a random block just to destroy the water source. This should take some time to get rid of all the water source. Now you can safely jump all the way down using water. And now you can take out the scaffolding. One other thing is that it could take a while for the scaffolding to come down as well as the water. So you can wait around and make sure everything's cleared out. Once all the water is cleared out, the house will be back to normal. If some of the plants gets destroyed, like the ones such as flowers or crops, you can place them back to where they've previously been. And that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this content, please give a like and subscribe to my channel. This is Out of Fox, signing out. Later, you guys.